Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Simnaya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I came across a video. A man was telling women to wear more clothes on, and I am asking, you are showing yourself, sir. You are trying to tell us the kind of man you are because this thing got nothing to do with clothes. Go and ask people that have gone through the experiences, and some comment section that in the comment section, the comment that I saw tells you that it got nothing to do with clothes. And for anybody agreeing to what you are saying, better be careful of that kind of person because all these kind of men are the problem. You want to police a woman on what to wear and what not to wear. What about majority of the babies that only wear napkins, diapers, that do not have any productive organs? Just babies, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. What do they know? You want to gaslight women or you want to show us who you are because sometimes we ignore some certain things. Yes, and he got to pin the video up to tell you guys something. You already better be careful the kind of people you bring into your home. You all better be careful the kind of man you talk with. You all better be careful with the kind of man you're married. Better be careful who you leave your children with because some of them are people close by. They are not people from outside. Let's get into this video.
Why do women, instead of wearing more clothes, they wear less clothes when they said they're scared of what men may do to them? I mean, seriously, I need answers. I still haven't got one yet. If you're afraid of inappropriate things with another,
Did you guys know that there is an art installation that is put on every year? I'm not sure who started it or where it was started, but it's most cities and states now have their own exhibits that they put on. I've been to one and it was probably one of the most hurtful things I've seen that wasn't supposed to be graphic, but in a way it was extremely graphic. So if you don't know what the exhibit is, so when survivors of sexual assault disclose their stories, they are often asked, what are you wearing? As if their clothing choice determines their consent. The What Were You Wearing exhibit, an international survivor art installation, fights back against the great myths by displaying recreations of clothing survivors were wearing when they were assaulted. I'm going to show y'all a couple pieces of the clothing that these women were wearing when they were assaulted, since he wants to know so badly why women don't just cover up to prevent this from happening to them. So these are clearly some below the knee shorts or knickerbockers, as we used to call them, or capri pants, and like a t-shirt. She's a mom. She's probably running errands, taking her kids to the park in this type of outfit. Was she trying to get the attention of a man with this outfit? What about this outfit? Full jeans, a tank top, it appears to be underneath, and a flannel shirt. Was she looking for a man's attention? Probably something we all wear, leggings and a t-shirt. On your day-to-day, gonna go grab a cup of coffee, gonna go to the gym, something. And before I post the next one, I'm going to say trigger warning. I'm going to say trigger warning. I think this outfit hurt me the most because I think we have all had that mentality in our head. Like, even when it comes to little girls, you try not to dress your daughters in like crop tops or little short shorts or, anything too revealing. And this is the outfit I would put my daughters in. Monsters are monsters. That man is a monster. That man that I'm stitching is a monster, because why would you pose this question? And then he had a follow-up video.
a lot of y'all women is not scared of men. Y'all do the total opposite to get men's attention. Y'all purposely do that.
So I'm guessing the whole thing he's trying to portray, or whatever he claims he's doing, another creator had stitched him, and she said that men that post videos like this are looking for like-minded men, because he made that video and he stitched it to the top of his page. Men, and she is so right, men like that are looking for like-minded men, because men and women. They're looking for like-minded men and women, because there were also women that stitched him that were basically in agreement about, you know, dressing appropriately, dressing modestly, and things of that nature, when in reality, it does not matter how modest you dress. I don't care if I'm walking down the street butt booty naked. That does not give someone the right to assault me. And he's like, I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying that if you were scared of men, then you wouldn't do that. And then, okay. And then what do you tell the woman who took that into consideration, who took all the precautions, all the steps that y'all love to scream at the top of y'all lungs? Well, we know that men aren't safe, but just to be safe. What do you say to the woman who took all the precautions and it still happens to her? What? Then what? Then what's the excuse? Then how do you blame her for going outside? Then it's going to be her fault, because she should have never gone outside where men can see her and have the opportunity to assault her. Because he's like, well, it would be my fault if I got robbed because I was walking around with money in my pocket. People get robbed and they're not showing money. Like, thieves thief or steal. Thieves steal. Predators assault. And by y'all even having this conversation or saying stuff like that, like, is not only is victim blaming on a whole nother level, but like that creator said, I wish I remembered her name. I can't remember her name. They are looking for their brethren. They are looking for other men that think like them. They are looking for their network. It's essentially the black web or the dark web in the open. Because in his second video, he's essentially saying that women are the dangerous ones. How he came to that conclusion, you got me.
So there's still an unanswered question from women today. Why do women, instead of wearing more clothes, they wear less clothes when they say they're scared of what men may do to them? I mean, seriously, I need answers. I still haven't got one yet. If you're afraid of inappropriate things with another male, which you know less clothes attract these type of men, and you still go and wear less clothes, is you really afraid? I don't know what's going on. I still haven't got an answer yet. I get a deflection like, well, men should keep their hands to themselves. Well, we know that. I think men also shouldn't rob me when I have money here sticking out my pocket, but we live in a world, right? So please explain that to me, y'all. Why do they wear even less clothes when they're so afraid? Explain that to me, y'all. Why do they wear even less clothes when they're so afraid?
Good morning, good morning. This is how the nasty uncles and the creepy cousins find each other online, and you can't convince me otherwise. No, seriously, because it's a formula at this point, and here's how I think it goes. Follow me for a second. A man creates a video and waits. It gains traction. He pins it to his profile because the billboard needs to be front and center. In the comments of those videos, there's always men who agree a little too hard. And so what if they all end up in each other's DMs going, yeah, you speaking facts, bro? What if somebody drops a link to a private group chat where everybody shares the same mindset? Memes start being shared. Then images start being shared. Then videos start being shared. So then after circulating this illegal material inside this group chat just to make sure that people aren't cops, then we start asking for people's locations. Then somebody in Atlanta or Houston says, hey, I heard it's a party this weekend. It's going to be lit with a couple of devil emojis at the end. So now we've gone from the comments to a private chat to a physical location. Maybe at that physical location, there's party drinks and party favors and women. Or girls, because maybe they're of age, maybe they're not. Party is full of the men from the group chat who have the same mindset, who probably want to party with 16 and 17-year-olds anyway. Maybe there's more people to party with upstairs. Maybe there are some girls, some guys, maybe they're of age, maybe they're not, maybe they're passed out drunk. So now when the men from the group chat walk upstairs with their pants already half down, they know they're safe to do so. They're all confused as to why a woman would be afraid if she's dressed like that. Yeah, this is how they find each other, I'm right. Because in my line of work, my question is always, who is your audience? And whenever I see a video like this, all I want to know is who you talking to. Especially for a black man. As a black man, you really should be embarrassed to actually have this opinion, right? Police been cracking your homeboy's head against the sidewalk for much less than what they were wearing. You do get it. You're just pretending you don't. And why would you do that? Unless you a coon who's tap dancing for massa for the internet money, who would need to know that you don't believe that women are really afraid of men? Who would need to hear you as a man imply that you're okay with women being assaulted under certain circumstances simply because no one has given you a logical reason not to be? The only people who would need to know that are men with the same predilection as you. I hope I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. I know that the proper authorities and the anti-trafficking organizations are absolutely monitoring videos like that, because y'all not slick.
Clothes. They wear less clothes when they said they're scared of what men may do to them.
The only men who worry about what you just brought up in those two examples, what a woman wears, how much clothing or how less clothing, and why a woman says they are uncomfortable around men, are the motherfuckers that plan on doing them harm. Sorry, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because you motherfuckers that really are planning on hurting these women are really weird. Because on the one hand, how come women wear less clothing instead of more clothing? Especially when they say that they're worried about men harming them. Your two trains of thought are, you wearing less clothing, I should be able to harm you. I don't give a fuck. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Because see, as a man who knows how to keep his fucking hands to his motherfucking self, I can watch a woman walk buck ass down the goddamn street and I ain't got shit. I don't have to touch her. I don't. I do not. More clothing, less clothing, no clothing. All the same to me. That's her body. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. If she asks me, do you like my outfit? Yeah, I like it. There's my input. There's my input. The only motherfuckers that sit up and think about how much clothing a woman is or isn't wearing, especially when they say shit like, but women say that they are afraid of men in their reaction, are the motherfuckers that they're talking about. And believe me, I have been in situations where women have wore a whole lot of clothes, women have wore very little clothing, women have wore no clothing. Do you know what I keep thinking in the back of my head? Unless invited, I ain't got nothing. I'm not touching her. I'm not looking at her. I got nothing. Nothing. If a buck-ass woman walk down the street, I'm going to go, wow, she ain't got no clothes. You going to do nothing about it? Fuck no. She ain't got no clothes. It's her. I have never once thought to myself, how come women say that they upset when men leer at them and look at them when they ass is all out and they titties is free? I've never thought like that. Never. Never. Because I have something a lot of you mangy, horny motherfuckers don't have. It's called common sense. And I was taught to keep my motherfucking hands to my motherfucking self. I learned that back when we were still learning how to tie our shoes. The only motherfuckers that keep coming up with this shit are the dudes that the women are talking about. And to them, it don't matter if a woman's wearing a whole lot of clothes, very little clothing, or no clothing. A woman could wear a suit of armor, a bathing suit, or their birthday suit. And you motherfuckers will still be the same way. I gotta touch it. I gotta touch it. I can't control myself. Why don't you just say, I'm a guy that women can't be safe around? That should have been the theme of your video. I am a man that a woman cannot be safe around. I am one of the guys that women are afraid of. Women should cover their drinks when I come by. Women should pull out the keys and have them ready just in case I come in the room. Because the rest of us that have some goddamn common fucking sense knows I don't give a fuck what she's wearing. unless she physically invites you to touch her or physically invites you to look at her. You see, and you keep it fucking moving. Congratulations on outing yourself. At least you were honest. At least you were honest. I am untrustworthy. If you see me in a club, go the other fucking way. If I come into a library, run. At least you were honest. At least you were honest. I can at least give you a one-hand clap for that. But then I would tell everybody and their grandmother, hey, you see him? You see him? Women should be wondering whether or not you have all your clothes on, very little clothing, or no clothing, how much of a fucking threat you are.
This is all I got from this video, and I am very disappointed from whoever made this video. I mean, the man that started the video. Because tell me how a full grown man will come out to question or ask people to put on clothes. You are not even sane, man. And this is, I don't know, I know some people might be very much triggered with this kind of video, right? Because I have seen stories of people probably sleeping in their pajamas, people fully clothed, and it happened. Like the other sister showed the videos with illustrations and all that. And some people will still come out to ask you or to tell you to put on more clothes on. I don't know how to say this, but hear me out. You do not have any right, when I say any right, to touch somebody, whether half clothed or fully clothed. You do not have any right. And if you are people like mind in the comment section agreeing to what he said, you all are also part of the problem. And now you women should really be very careful with the kind of people you associate yourselves with, because some of these men are hella. I know what I am saying. Because if you stay in that comment section, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, trying to concord. Now, let me tell you something. This thing got nothing to do with being fully clothed. Listen to people's stories. Let people share their stories. Then you all understand what I am saying. You are showing your behavior, and I am saying it. And for anybody who refuses to say that, it's your problem. But I am saying his kind of behavior. You already better be careful. Mind where you keep your child, because these people these days, even a child with diaper, what does that child know? What does that child have? What organ has she developed? You all don't make me angry today. What did that girl know? A 1-year-old child? 2 years? 2, 3? What productive organ has developed? 10, 9, what? Or you want to sit down there and talk ignorantly, or you want to gaslight yourself, or you want to tell people that have gone through these experiences, trying to tell them that they were not fully clothed. Bye for now.